Numbers are odd.
Some are even.
Some are even odd.
Oh, that's so bad. Thank you for the resub, Evelyn. Only 27 months, though. Where were you?
Kentucky.
I mean, here or at work. That's basically it.
All right, there's a Rory sighting.
Actually, I've got a question before we go live. I can now make mutagens. That was the feat that I chose.
Okay, and just so you're clear, we are live on audio.
We are live.
Oh, okay.
We are live on.
Well, just so that everyone knows,
Yes.
I can now make mutagens, but it doesn't really tell me how. And of course, this is the time I'm looking it up.
I can help with that, and also, you're right. You should have done that before 5 o'clock Central Time. And my son, who has played Ixen, the alchemist, can tell you all about the nasty mutagens of 3.5 or PF1E.
I'll look it up. As well.
By the way, so Terry, I want to do an LMA here coming up soon on
Llama.
PF1 and PF2 because I'm really interested in PF2. In fact, I'll just leave it there.
I'm really interested too because I love it. I've got 2 new books coming this month. Paizo releases 2 new Lost Omen books tonight, and one of them is Absalom, and it's all about the city.
So biblical. Hey, Robert, good to see you. Amanda is the woman of the hour. She and Michael, man, they were my Secret Santa. We did a Secret Santa thing here on Blue Box, and I am just blown away. I'll show some of that tonight. Hey, Pat Draws. I has beer, I has pizza. Let the carnage begin. Welcome, Pat. So we've upgraded to a 4K slob stream. I did this for the first time on Sunday a week ago. This will be the first GHA stream that's done in 4K, and hopefully it is not laggy for you. The bits should be all correct. Still running.
My bits are always correct.
No, your bits are bitty.
I got my Secret Santa too.
Did you?
I did.
I did as well.
Hold on a second.
Oh, hey, Moose, good to see you. Holy crap, we got a hype train already?
Gosh, I freaking love pistachios.
All right, I've got we got a hype train, and we've not even started yet. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. I will be right back. I got to go get the stream up on the TV upstairs for my family. Hang on, one second.
Oh no, wait. Okay, so there we go. I just want to say thank you to my Secret Santa for the gifts that I received from a certain Jennifer Birchfield, such as this and this. And
wait. So let me go to the emergency screen here. So there you go.
Oh, do you like that?
Entertain the crowd.
I love them. I'm gonna get a frame for this one. I'm excited. I'm getting a frame for this because I'm doing a bunch of D&D posters and things in my new place.
Oh,
and this is gonna go great.
That's
with
awesome.
It, so.
Well, I laughed really hard when we saw that, so I'm like, oh my gosh.
And funnily enough, I have another one of these. That was a gift from a student. Yep.
Okay, so
not this specific one.
Oh,
this is New Hope, right?
It's the first one.
Yep. So I've got Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, we
No,
got
that means
my daughter's English professor. We got him one for Christmas, and he still talks about it to this day. So.
oh, it's awesome. And I'll be using this in stream
I wanted you to.
as I talk about everybody, and you know what an apish hell-governed giglet that Josh's character is.
Yes. Very nice. Very nice.
And I love it. For those that don't know, it's split into 3. So you just flip, you flip like this one, and you get
it
let's
creates insults
see,
just for you.
a warped, motley-minded malignancy.
Oh, perfect.
That's Rory's character. So, so I love them. I think they're great.
Awesome. Merry Christmas.
Thank you so much.
I'm the new DM, Pat. That should be very interesting. Everybody dies.
Everybody dies. And I sent out my secret
I was
Santa
muted,
stuff.
and I just said this is a normal Tuesday for us. But yeah, I mean,
This is not normal.
everybody dying is.
Yeah, pretty
Oh,
much.
Evelyn, stop being a goatish, barren-spirited codpiece.
No, I wouldn't kill everybody. I would just
Wow,
send them off on a really
rude.
fun adventure.
Evelyn, you'd make a great codpiece. Don't take that as an insult.
Oh,
Okay.
Josh,
Oh.
you inexorable nook-shotten dissembler, you. I am gonna love this.
It's so good.
Oh, hello.
Did you get us a hype train?
I don't know. No, I think it died.
Yes, there's a hype train.
Oh no, there it goes. Thank you.
BB's in the waiting room.
Oh, I know, I see that. Hello, Hagar. Good to see you. And
No, Patros, no drinking tonight. I got this wonderful, one of my Secret Santa gifts.
let's go.
Which
Thank
is-
you, all my friends. Level 2 hype train. All right, so we're going back to our starting screen.
All right.
Blue Box will be live momentarily. Having a hype train this early, thank you so much, guys. This community has been amazing. We're going to talk about that a little bit tonight before we get, yes, Lord Forth, rum for all.
Now, John, stop being a degenerate, rug-headed fleshmonger.
What? Wait, what?
You heard me. I love this.
Dun, 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 dun.
At least you're not a gore-bellied, shrill-tongued idiot worshiper.
Terry, you have been drinking, I can tell.
Just to the clear water.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, ZM345. Unbelievable. One of our newer followers. Retro Gamer, good to see you in as well. Thank you for that. Oh my, Pat, wow, Pat. Holy crap. This was all going on while I was upstairs. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much. And Troll Lord Games with a raid of 47. Holy smokes, this is amazing. All right, so we got to get this going here in just a second. Let me set up my screens and make sure all of you are in the right places. Anahu, yeah, so got to switch Taldar and Handsome with Kristen. And boom, that easy. All right, we're all set there. Good. All right, let's kick off our pre-roll. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us. A level 5 hype train in progress. What the heck? Amazing. Let's check out some of our sponsors and, of course, our Greyhawk Awakening pre-roll stream. Robert, thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are here with Greyhawk Awakening. Book 2, Episode 8 and 64. 173 on the hype train. Troll Lord Games, thank you so much. Chuck, Steven, all our friends over there at TLG. Oh, hey, Hollow Fox. Good to see my friend. key of Tailspire excellence, and Tailspire will be featured again tonight. We'll talk about that as well. Robert, you're the man. We are at 190% of a level 5 hype train already. I want my Blue Box RPG. If you're not an 80s kid, you don't know what that was. Well done, Chuck. Josh is Googling. It was the original MTV.
I want my MTV.
I want my MTV. That's what he was playing on. Well done, sir. Well done. Oh, Pat 66. ZM, stop it, ZM. Golly. Holy crap. We've never, okay, this biggest ever. We're at 300% of a level 5 hype train, and we've not even played a game yet. This is insane. All of you are getting your stimulus checks, I guess. So if you're watching this video, all of these are clues. They are bits and pieces, Easter eggs of the Greyhawk Awakening campaign. And of course, we began in Verbavonk, in Hamlet, but now we are in Relastra, in the far eastern part of the Flaness, and it is not good. Okay, so someone screenshot this. 308% of a level 5 hype train. I'm stunned.
That's over 9,000.
Best community ever. Oh, let's go, Pat. Oh, 2 advantages for each of you. All right, so Evelyn, is anyone like keeping track of all this?
Yeah, kinda. No. We do have 2. I saw Phantom toss 2 initiative bonuses for the party. So,
all right. Well, I want to talk about our
Pat
sponsors.
Draws gave my character 2 full heals.
That's unfortunate. So that will go to the new one. So we're gonna go ahead and kick off the live stream. We'll say.
Yeah, just now he gave it to my new character.
Okay. To Elora. Thank you. So let's go ahead and kick off. All right, and we will do our sponsors at the break. Let's go ahead and kick it off. Welcome. Hello, friends. Welcome to Blue Box, episode 8 of 64 for Greyhawk Awakening. This is book 2. I am joined, as always, by my illustrious cast, the amazing, all of these artists. We're going to talk about their streams and their podcasts and their cool stuff. Also, Blue Box Con is right around the corner. I can't believe how close this is coming. It is going to be amazing. We're going to talk about our Secret Santa programs, our gifts, our giveaways. Thank you again to Troll Lord Games. And let's go. That's a level 5 hype train. Manda, Mystical Unicorn, I've got all the stuff. I got so much stuff from her. It's just insane how much she sent. Thank you so much, Michael and Manda. But let's go ahead and start off tonight with player introductions and also your stream. So I'm going to start with Josh, because Josh, you just did another Children of Dirt episode last night. It was pretty good. I saw some of it. Talk to us about your Twitch stream with Children of Dirt and your players and where it's at.
So we actually just finished, I think, episode 22 or 23 of Children of Dirt, which is insane because I ran 3 individual sessions and then 3 sessions with the 3 original players together. So technically they're in like 27, 28 sessions for all of them. And we just finished up with both of the characters now earning their first level in their classes. One of them is a Barbarian, Path of the Beast, and the other one is a Cleric of Light, I think. And it's really insane because in 2 weeks, because we're off for 2 weeks, so in 3 weeks, we're having a huge session that's going to be a massive boss battle between them and a creature known as a Harbinger, which is pretty much an archdemon.
Right.
And they're technically, at this point, only really level 5.
You're a man after my own heart, Josh.
Yeah, trying to kill players and their characters.
Awesome. So we'll come back to Phelan and Rip Liam. Let's go to Terry. Terry, your Extinction Curse stream, it's not been on for a few weeks, but it's a really fun stream. You're doing Pathfinder 2e. Tell us about that a bit.
Yeah, we've been off a few weeks. We've had some of our players who had some work things come up, and so because we are moving into using Tailspire, I didn't want to participate or have a session without all my players being there for our first Tailspire evening. So we're probably going to come back shortly after Christmas, start back up. But yeah, Pathfinder 2e Extinction Curse. It is a fun little adventure. So far, they have finished. Within the adventure, they have finished checking around the circus tent for issues, as well as checking around town for issues, and their path is now leading them into a new area, which they haven't encountered yet. All of them now are level 3, which is real exciting with how they're creating their characters. And we start, like I said, start that back up in a couple of weeks at Matcha KD.
Very nice. Let's go to Rory. Rory, you're not doing the 2DMs thing as much anymore, but you've got some other projects. And oh, by the way, Rory also has created all the Blue Box trailers, the Blue Box Con trailer for 2022, and just does all kinds of cool stuff. Rory, anything like project-wise you're doing right now? You're not on audio, sir? You look good, though. Man, you look good.
Yeah. You're not muted, but you're just
no.
Not
You're not
audio.
muted. Like probably wrong audio source. Nope. It's not your Zoom. It's your audio source. Let's go to you, Vivi, the DM's Quest, play of Rizia. Talk to us about what you're working on.
A whole lot of nothing. Currently not working on anything except for Christmasifying my house and shopping for gifts. I think that's kind of what's preoccupying my time. But yeah, that's it. Very
nice.
easy.
Very nice. And Christmasifying your house is a good thing to do. Evelyn, I know what you're working on. You're working on Blue Box and Amazon. That's all you're working on. So thank you so much for all your hard work and efforts. Let's jump into what happened last time, and we're going to get right into the game. We'll do our sponsors at the break. Evelyn, tell us what happened last time.
Okay, so when we started off last time, everybody was dead. No, not everybody, but Taldar and Moria had died from the previous encounter with the guard of Relastra, and the Phelan was still down from being poisoned by the spider, and Naho was in his convenient hiding spot, and basically Rizia was the only one still standing. So Rizia got bound and taken along with the corpses of Taldar and Moria, and the still twitching body of Phelan, as he had a very interesting dream along the way. And they were taken to a sort of like keep into and put into a cell, and they were locked. They did see the spider, who was in very, very rough shape, in an adjacent cell from where they were unceremoniously tossed, with Rizia actually kind of trying to break free a couple times, especially when she noticed an arrow that Anaho had sent up, trying to get her attention, but he kind of hung back to try to keep himself from getting captured as well. So the collected group ended up tossed into the cell, and were very soon met by Drax and his advisor sort of character,
The Fiend Sage.
Yeah.
The Fiend Sage of Relastra. So Drax the Invulnerable and the Fiend Sage of Relastra. You talk about, Josh, I'm sorry, you think you thought through some things at your 5th level characters. I threw legendary demonic entities at my 1st and 2nd level characters. Oh, by the way, I think we had some level ups too. Continue, Evan.
Yes, everybody except for me. But I'm not going to take that personally or anything. But anyway, so So there was a bit of discussion about a vision that this fiend mage had about the people who were captured in the cell, and there was a bit of wonky magic done, and Taldor was actually brought back from the dead. Moria was not. She did not make her successful rolls for returning to life, so she remained a corpse. But the group in there were all marked with a very fancy D for Drax. They have been marked as they have a month to complete a task, and at which time, if they do not complete this task by the end of this month, they will all die. So, a recurring theme in Real Astra. Do the thing or die. It's familiar.
Do the thing or die. Exactly right. Yes.
Yeah, so there a little bit more discussion happened. Taldor wondered what happened to Moria. Everybody basically realized she was dead. Her body was searched. Before all the magicking happened, though, Rizia did search Phelan's body and started pulling all the potions off of him, looking at all these different vials and the metal flasks with the little wick things out of them. Not really sure what anything was, though she did learn the blue one was the wakefulness potion, so that's pretty awesome. So that was something she took note of. So Phelan was mostly asleep during this. He did finally wake up after the whole Drax encounter, and Drax basically said that they were free to go, but that they needed to finish the task within the month or dead. So all the doors were unlocked. Oh, and that they could take the spider and do with what they wanted with the spider if they wanted. Phelan drug her out by her hair and stuffed the blue potion down her throat. We didn't see the actual what happened from that because we then moved over somewhere elsewhere in Real Astra. We went to Anaho, who was wondering, he had jumped off the wall. He decided, there's a lot of armed people over there and I don't really want to get in the midst of that. So I'm going to stay over here. And he encountered a mysterious woman on the road in Real Astra. She was walking toward him. Kind of an odd character, completely covered in flowers and hide and various plant adornments, and carrying a staff that seemed to actually be growing flowers from it. And she seemed very curious about him, and he kind of was like, you probably shouldn't be out here. It's not really safe. Come back there's a tavern right over here you should go to. And she was like, okay, I'll go with you. And she introduced herself as Laura, and that's actually where we ended last time.
Yeah, well done as always. And so we're going to roll for hit points. And yes, the question was asked earlier. Cowboy Hob, of course, our newest sponsor, and she's doing all new artwork. You've already seen Anaho. This is Anaho up on the screen right now. He is quite a handsome young halfling, and you can see his full body artwork. There he is in this strange sort of gothic looking scene. His dagger also very important. Something about that is interesting. Then Moria. Oh, rip. I fell in love with this artwork. It's so good. And then she died. Very, very sad. But this is all, like, Cowboy Hob is incredible. Bianca, thank you so much. This is Moria. She has a sister named Loria. And Loria will be appearing as... No, it's my NPC. You can't choose it. It's my NPC. No, it's absolutely incredible. And hey, Zombie Mitch, the winner. So Mitch, if you don't remember, he was the winner of our very first grand prize giveaway, a Greyhawk box set. Mitch won that 2 years ago almost now. It's been a long time. Hey, Alexander, good to see you. Yeah, we miss you as well, my friend. So Moria, may she rest in peace. And Anaho full size. And then some other stuff I'll show you later. All right, let's go ahead and let's do player introductions. And if you're leveling up, go ahead and roll your hit dice and tell us any new feats, spells, abilities you have, and we'll jump right into tonight's game. Let's start with you, Rizia.
Don't start with me. I'm still in the middle of leveling up my character.
Okay. So, you know how I should start with Rory, because I know Rory is not only ready, he has a spreadsheet prepared with all of his various options in triplicate. So, Rory, please go.
Yes. Please go to Rory.
We still can't hear Rory.
Holly, Rory.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Can you hear
that.
me now?
There you go.
Yes, I can hear you.
I couldn't do an audio check this whole time, so I wasn't sure which one to pick.
Hey, Mike Disney.
Okay, so yes, I did level up. I picked because of the particular class, which is Slayer. I picked Ranger Combat Style or Archery, and it is point blank. It's called point blank shot. Which I don't know how to. Oh, here we go. I'll have to figure out where it says what that does. But basically, I can fire really close without a disadvantage. I
Right,
believe.
exactly. So your close range shots don't take that disadvantage,
Right.
and it gives you a nice opportunity to hit close. So roll hit points, please, sir.
Good points. And my hit die is a.
So in 3.5, you're going to be a D8.
Thank you.
In 1E, that would be a D6.
Okay. I rolled a 1.
Well, what's your con?
It's a +3.
Yeah, so you can't roll a 1. Roll again.
Sweet. I thought so. It's been a little while. Oh, I'll go with that. I got an 8.
Okay, very nice, Naho. Congratulations. Let's
So
go.
I add 11, right?
Correct.
Or add 8. Okay.
Yeah, so you're 8 plus your 3 for your con bonus. Terry.
All right. So, yeah, level 2. Very happy about this. I picked up my beast totem, lesser beast totem. So, and I think that's the only. And I got uncanny dodge too. Those
Super
are those
helpful.
two things.
Love uncanny dodge.
And so we'll go ahead and roll my d12, right? D12 for barbarian.
The highest hit point die roll of all classes. We're using the 1-1-E-2-E D12 system for barbarian hit points.
So here we go. We're gonna roll this one. I like this Cozy Gamer dice. Ha! I rolled a 1 as well.
Okay, roll again, because clearly your con is better than +1.
Oh yes. All right, so that's a 10, and then I add my con. You said.
Your con bonus,
All right, so that'll be 14. All right.
You are becoming a tank, sir.
Kind of, yeah. Okay, good. Oh, that's lovely then. All right, 37 hit points now.
All right, Josh.
Hello, I'm Josh. I play Phelan, who is a half-elf alchemist, who's just reached level 2 because of the lovely and amazing people that have given advantages, because I only leveled up by 15 points. Because, oh, that's so sick. A wax seal?
This is so. I have this whole kit here from, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but Manda and Michael, Mystical Unicorn and Beowulf. This is my Secret Santa. I have a light up angel. It's pretty cool here.
What?
I've got this, by the way, some of you might be confused. You might think this is a dinosaur. It's not.
That's
No. I've got Michael's. It's a fire lizard. So this fire lizard may at some point appear on our stream. This was the another fire
In
lizard.
denial, and it feels so good.
And then yes, this wax seal. I've got bookmarks. I mean, just utter spoilage. Thank you, Manda. Thank you, Michael. You guys were the best Secret Santas ever. I feel guilty, like I need to send you more stuff now, but thank you. Go ahead, Josh. Continue.
Yeah, I'm playing Phelan. He's an alchemist. He's reached level 2 because of the amazing proceeds of you guys. Thank you so freaking much, because I wouldn't have leveled up. And then I also just found out that the feat that I chose, or the extra discovery feat that I get from an alchemist, was actually useless. So I'm having to redo that because I already get mutagen at first level. So, hey, that's fun. So I'll probably be picking a flask thing. Flask thing. But I'm rolling for HP. And I have a +2 to con. That is a 7.
There you go. You got it. All right, Vivi, all the way from Canada.
Hello. Hello, my name is Vivi. I play Rizia, who is now level 2. In the midst of leveling up, I'll roll my die, which is a d12, because I'm also a barbarian. And I rolled a 3.
What's your con?
1 second. Oh, farts. I can't get out of here because I'm in the middle of updating my... Hang on 1 second. My life is so together.
Shall we come back to you, Vivi?
Yes, and also if you guys are wondering why I said farts, it's my replacement for the F word, hence why it's my safe. If you're wondering why I said.
Did you think anyone
farts.
Was confused? Like,
no, I don't know. I just people ask me why I say farts sometimes. My con is a +3, so 6.
Yeah. So then, no. If it's a +3, you can't roll a 3. You got to roll again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you're whatever your con.
Higher than that 3.
So you got to be higher than the con bonus. That's my system.
5.
There you go. So it's 8.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. And I'm sorry you didn't level up, but
I did. Oh, me?
no, I'm sorry. I was talking about
Oh,
Evelyn.
okay.
Yeah,
I was like, wait, I did.
But she just,
That's
it's her
just
brand new
rolled.
character, and she had like 5 minutes of screen time. So tell us about Rizia again, Vivi. Just like describe the character, and then we'll go to Evelyn. Tell us about your new character, Alora, and we're going to jump right into our game tonight.
Okay, so Rizia is a level 2 barbarian. She is all business and no time for fun except for if it comes to food. So all her friends are dead and she's trying to make new friends. Yeah, that's it. And watch out, she's got her axe in hand, so she's finally got it back.
Nice. Alora.
Yes, I play Laura. She is a half elf. If you couldn't tell by just the general dress, she is a druid. I'm not going to necessarily give away her specific domain yet, but yes, she is a half-elven druid, and that's all I'm going to say because she's literally been in for like 5 seconds. Throw.
Well said. All right, and before we kick off, one last thing I want to say pregame is congratulations, Jay. Lord Gazumba is now partnered on Twitch. Let's go, Jay. Thank you and congratulations. Such a huge part of our community, and he's excited, and it means just good things for all of us in 2022. Rep Lord Gazumba. Check him out on Twitch if you're not already. I'm sure most of you are. Follow him, and let's jump into the game tonight. Taldar, you stand just a few feet away from Rizia. Rizia, you're right next to Phelan. As Phelan pumps the potion down the throat of the spider, she coughs, staggers, lurches to her feet, and you stand still in the prisons of the Relastra Palace.
Phelan would have popped the potion, shoved it down, held the nose. Once she came to, he would have tried to hold her there with his dagger at her throat.
You see, she, not even speaking a word, she holds up her hand, waves it in front of you, little diminutive hand, looking so plaintive, so dainty, so like a child.
Hello there. Do you remember us? You put us into quite a precarious situation before this point.
I'm sorry. I had no choice. It was all I could do. If they found me, I would be dead. I always meant to give you the antidote. I never meant you any danger.
And where is the antidote now?
They took everything from me.
They did. Now, you have a few choices. I'll leave it to my compatriots as well, but to me, you have two choices. One, you get another antidote. Or two, I kill you.
And with that, Rizia like steps back a little bit and kind of just stands there and like leans on her axe, just like impressed. Like after him puking earlier in the back, she's just like, okay, good.
All right, and so for our viewers, if you're not familiar with these, so this is Rizia here. This is her character. This is Phelan. This is the Spider, which has been an interesting character so far in the game, played by me as an NPC. If you're not familiar with it, it's a non-player character, so it's not played by one of the players, played by the DM. And here, of course, we have Taldar. The other two players, both Anaho and Alora, they are not here in this area. No, I can't just get another one, but... She looks down at her hand. What's... She looks at your hand. What's this?
You see, we are to die in a month because of the great and grand Drax's will. You've put us all into quite a, and he's going to say a word in Elvish that Josh would have said on stream, situation. Yes, Drax. Yes. So we're all royally beep at the moment.
Taldar, as you're standing closest to the door and you see this conversation happening, the Spider looking utterly terrified, you do hear, because you'd heard the door close earlier, now you hear again. The door behind you opens, and you see light coming down the stairwell.
So Taldar will see this, and he'll move slightly to the left of the door so that he's not quite visible through the door. And he'll look over at Rizia. I think someone's coming.
Do you see anybody? And she'll like, it seems like she wanted to stay near Phelan in the beginning because she wasn't sure if he had it handled, but she's actually really impressed with how he's handling the situation. And she'll cast a glare at Spider and just look at her and be like, ironic, isn't it? And then walk over to Taldar.
All right. As you walk over to Taldar, you heard the door as well. You don't see anyone or hear anyone coming down the steps, but you do hear a... And it's like a pebble or a stone coming down the stairs. And you see, Taldar, even from your angle, as you look through the ancient stone of the Relastra Drax Palace dungeons, torches guttering, casting ambient light all around, the smoke roiling, still pulled out through vents, the gasping of the Spider behind you, and the threatening coming from Phelan. You see a small white stone lands on the floor and kind of spins.
Taldar will just look at Rizia, kind of with a confused look.
I don't know what that is either. What do you want to do with it?
I want to get out of here.
Fair enough. And she'll turn over to turn back at Phelan. Phelan, are you done there, or can we get going?
He'll be keeping eye contact with the spider.
We're all in the same predicament. I can help you. What did Lord Drax say?
Because of you, we're all in the same predicament. And he will then explain the situation as quick and as brusque as he can. That we need to go retrieve a child's bone.
What?
A glowing child's bone. Now we must get going. As you've already bleeped us over once, I don't exactly trust you.
Then perhaps you should just leave me behind here. And you can retrieve this. I will prepare and run interference for any of Drax's agents.
Run me through how this works. Your interference with Drax agents, what would that entail?
The Brown Guild, we have many members. We can occupy the streets. We can spread rumors. We have many of those that can cast subterfuge in a manner which would disguise your comings and goings.
And why would we need to be disguised when we're working for the head of this city?
You don't trust him, do you? You think he's earnest? It's Drax. He's an animus. He's living dead. I can be an aid to you here.
He'll look over at Rizia.
And she looks like just super unimpressed, and like she's just like, Trust Drax or trust you. I don't trust any of you guys.
You hear the door pull closed upstairs.
Let's get the heck out of here.
Yeah. Now, this I'll leave up to you, Spider. You either are gone from the city by the time we get back, or you actually do some good in some way by you staying here. Either way, I could not care less. But if you have not done anything with the talents we leave you with, talents being your life, I will personally poison your system so full you will not breathe. With every second of gasping breath, you will lock eyes, and I will be the last face you see. The lucky lady, that of the Lady Luck, will be the last of your worries. As he will pat her on the face, he will stand up and walk after Rizia.
And as you come up to Rizia, she's gonna give you like head scruff, like, and then like a good pat on the back, like almost a little bit too hard, where you're like, oh, and like.
Oh gosh.
And the spider just gasps, stands close to the wall, panting. What with the bones? What did he say?
It doesn't matter. Either you come with us or you die here. Either way, if you're not going to help us, we're going to let Drax know. And she'll just head out.
All right. Taldar, what are you doing?
Well, once all that talking is done, Taldar will finally he'll kind of grunt and then start heading through the door.
You head through the door. You see the stairs leading up to the left, and you see the stone laying on the floor, just still gently spinning, perfectly smooth and white.
He'll start walking up the stairs.
Okay. All right. Rizia, Anaho. As you move forward, you do hear the gentle padding of the spider's steps as she follows.
Anaho, where did you come from?
Where did you come from, Anaho? How did you get in here?
How did you get in here? This is incredible. You are a master.
You didn't know that? Yeah, he is. Phelan. Yeah. So you see the stone spin. You see Taldar stalking up the steps.
What the hell is this? As he's going to point at the small stone that's still spinning.
Rizia will turn back, just looking over her shoulder briefly. Not all the way back, but just kind of looking over her shoulder a little bit. I don't know. It fell down at the bottom of the stairs. Door's closing. Let's get out of here.
And having his leather gloves on, he's going to pick up the white stone, just looking at it, and we'll put it in a side pouch and move forward.
As you do, the spider comes up from behind. Okay, what did Drax say about these? 30 days?
30 days death, as he's going to continue walking up the stairs.
And you have gloves on now, so you're covering the sigil? All right.
Yeah.
And you move up the stairs. Now, let's switch, and let's go to Anaho in earnest. Anaho, you, my friend, have just had this interesting encounter. This strange creature, beautiful, like remarkably comely, but also elusive and seemingly quirky.
Are we in the tavern now?
No,
Where
you're still by the wall. She's walking. You're still by the wall.
I don't recommend we stay here long. I'll ask you questions later, but it's not good here, especially on that side of the wall.
Very well.
And just still kind of taken back by this new presence, and just it's this way. Don't mind the mess when we get there.
Would you like some light? Might help. It's rather dark out.
How is it overly dark right now, DM, or is there good moonlight, starlight?
No, so we have fast forwarded. You followed. The party was unconscious partially. It is actually now morning. So the dawn light is coming up. If that seems inconsistent with the timeline, it's been 2 weeks, and just roll with it. All right, just
The moons were up last time.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
2 moons behind her.
Yeah, the moons slowly recede as the sun comes up.
Arises.
No, I think there's enough light now. I don't think you did that, but we got light now.
Hey, John.
Yes.
The stream is stuttering real bad right now. People are saying.
No, you're right. It is. I see that. Hang on. And let me double check.
It wasn't me, I swear.
Good. No, it was you. All right, so we have to kick Rory off. No, I'm teasing. 1 second, folks. Nothing to see here. Move along. Is that better?
Yes.
It should be
they
better,
fixed
I
it.
think. All right, got it. Carry
All
on.
right.
Carry on.
Wow, I was walking slower than I thought I was.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it's this, and still just baffled. But taking, if you follow, I'm going to the tavern. If you follow or not, I'm advising you to go, but
Yes,
Not
I will
forcing.
follow.
But
All right, so you see the halfling. He begins moving through the sunlight-dappled streets of the barbarian quarter of Velastra. He seems to know his way quite well. Alora, again, describe for our audience what you look like.
Yes. So, following Anaho down the streets is a young half-elven woman. She is fair-skinned. She stands 5'9". She has, and she's very lithe. Has long black hair that has, it's braided. Around her head and then down her back, and it's interwoven with flowers and vines, very specific flowers and vines. And then she wears hide armor that has leaf patterns etched into the bodice part, and she's got fur and other various kind of mishmash of garments adorning her body, and she carries a kind of staff that's a bit gnarled, that has flowers that seem to actually be like growing out of it, and she carries that in her hand as she walks along behind Anaho.
And DM, are there any shops open at this time, or are we still even before that?
Yeah, it's the earliest hour, so the denizens of the barbarian quarter are just starting to move about. Shops are being unlocked, but nothing really truly open yet. Because remember, the moons were just there a moment ago, so.
So if we happen to see some kind of weapon shop with arrows, I would like to stop. If not, if it's too early, I'm just heading to the tavern.
All right. As you head to the tavern, you recall, even while you were hiding, there was a pretty dangerous moment that occurred in the tavern, including threatening inside of Vane Roberts' chains of the bartender. Does this impact or change your decision at all to go back to the tavern? And I'm not guiding you. I'm just because it's been a few weeks. We've been busy.
Lady Luck.
Yeah.
Lady Luck.
Stop it, Josh.
Yeah, that would make sense. What other places in this kind of local area would I have known over the last couple of months? Other taverns?
You've got a pretty good lay of the land. Like you could find any place you want. Like taverns typically are closed at this hour. They'll open just a bit later. But there are shopkeepers. The central square. That's kind of where you're at now. You walk to the central square, the same place you saw Liam skewered. You walk past the Lady Luck. You see Vane Roberts' chains up ahead. Patrons moving back and forth.
I'll just. Oh, you know what? Maybe we don't go to the tavern. It was not in the best of condition when I left there.
What was it? Rowdy? I've heard it can get very rowdy.
Yes, very. You don't seem like the rowdy type. What brings you to here?
You might be surprised, but various things. I've been traveling for quite a while.
Are you not local to here then?
No, I'm from very far away.
Me too. From where?
I'm not sure I know you well enough to tell you that yet.
I see. Well, up here, if you're hungry, I don't know how long. And I'm kind of somewhat just trying to figure out where to go because of remembering, maybe keep an eye on Jane Roberts, but I probably didn't leave in the best of terms. There's actually a market up here if you're needing anything. They might be open soon, but they got the food, melons and stuff. There's some kind of lady luck place, not so good to go to, but
what's that sort of place?
It's just a bunch of scoundrels, and it's just not proper.
I don't know what really constitutes as proper.
I don't know, but there's food over here. There's yeah, and he'll just dodge that because over the last 3 months that he's been here, he's intentionally not gone in and kind of like shuffled in with the whole Liam situation. But yeah, yeah. And what is a local, just a local inn shop?
Yeah, no, you have inside Relastra, there are plenty of places inside the Barbarian Quarter, and there's a fairly sort of common tavern to the right side of the square entitled the Black Heart. And the Black Heart has, standard sort of patrons and friendly folk, and is famous for one of their very powerful drinks called the Stopped Heart.
Well, I like the name of that place. So after we stop, show around the square, that's where he'll head to.
All right, so you see the Havling, remarkably dapper young Havling. By the way, Hob is on. We showed this earlier, Hob, but your artwork is absolutely incredible. And this is the artwork for Anaho. What a dapper young gentleman. And the full size. He is. Thank you so much, Hob. All right, so as you see this, Alora, are you following? Okay. You follow the Havling, and you see he walks. No, we do. And by the way, all the artwork will be done for GHA Book 2 by Hob. It's all coming. Thank you so much.
Hob is demanding you show her baby, apparently.
Which one is that, Hob?
It's either me or Moria.
Well, Moria is my favorite, and I showed this earlier. It really breaks my heart.
It does. Petition to bring her back. Just kidding.
I told you the NPC Loria is coming. Yes.
Little NPC Loria.
Yeah, incredible artwork by Hob. Thank you so much.
Yes.
All right. As you move toward the Black Heart, Anaho, you see Alora following behind you. And now we go back to the rest of the party. You emerge, seeing no one. A pair of guards outside the stairwell motion you past, and you find yourself staring around the strange architecture of the old quarter of Relastra. Buildings now dappled in early sunlight at odd angles, some so sharp and jagged to look as though they would slice and cut you and make you bleed just to come near them. Others with strange bulbous forms. And everywhere you see people just walking quietly, silently, heads down, many with cloaks being pulled over their heads and just utterly furtive.
I mean, Phelan will start heading back to the barbarian sector, since I hope he knows how to get there somewhat.
He does.
Okay.
Taldar?
Taldar's going to look around momentarily, getting the lay of the land. He's still holding his axe. He's not put it back. And he's going to look at Rizia. What now?
Inland seems to know where he's going.
I don't like him.
I mean, we don't really have much of a choice.
And he'll sit there for a second. And he'll just nod.
It seems like a running theme in Relastra. So let's just follow Phelan see where he goes. He knows this. He knows Rolasta better than we do. So if we have a chance, let's follow Phelan. And before she proceeds forward, she'll just put her hand on his shoulder, like firmly, and just kind of make eye contact with him. Nice to see you back. And she'll nod and just turn.
And he'll follow Rizia.
And this is pretty much in earshot. Phelan, please roll perception. There wasn't any specific.
I was not hiding what I was saying.
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
It was either.
Neither was I.
Yeah.
Him hearing it is
I.
actually
Phelan, I'm guessing, definitely heard it with an 18 on the die, but he doesn't care.
Yeah.
He's just going to keep walking.
Yeah, he heard all of it. And you see the spider padding along behind, again, just looking around nervously. A couple of times you see citizens that stop and look at you. Except for Phelan, the sigils are visible on your hands. And when they see that, they stop and they pull back and they pull away. But as you walk down the streets, getting closer to so you go from the old to the common to the barbarian quarter. As you walk in that direction, you again hear heralds of doom. There are men on street corners everywhere, gently crying out of impending disaster. But there is...
Is it this? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Is it the same thing that the guy in the cells was yelling to? Similar?
The end is nigh. It's coming. There is no saving us. We are all doomed. Repent, repent, repent or perish. There is no hope absent repentance. You must castrate and prostrate and... And you see two women walk past. The herald grows silent. And these are like no women you've seen. They wear the habits of a religious order, but their faces are pale. Their eyes seem feverishly bright, and everyone grows still. The prophets of doom, the people on the street, they retreat inside the corridors and the hallways and the doorways of the old quarter.
Would I know who these individuals are?
You have never seen these. The eyes are haunting. The visages like nothing you've seen before. As they walk past again, you feel this aura of evil. Taldar, you see this. Rizia, you see this. The spider again pulls away into the shadows.
Do they look like they're coming towards us, or are they just walking around?
They were walking towards you. As they get closer, you see they both stop.
Phelan will bow. Buddy John.
Has to get in character.
You see Phelan bow.
Hello, my fellow kids.
What are you doing, Taldar?
He's just got his axe, watching. Kind of following Rizia's lead this whole time.
They stop. The one on the right turns and looks at you. And you feel this resonant aura of evil just emanating off. She raised a crooked finger. Where did you get that symbol? and points at your hand, Taldar.
Taldar, look at Rizia.
Her arms are crossed, and she'll kind of just lean back. Where do you think you got it from?
I think you're a heretic. That's what I think.
What?
Don't play games. You know what I said. You're a heretic.
Phelan not being talked to in this, like he would have bowed and then they would be talking to them. So he's just kind of sidestep and be standing on the side of the sisters and like be watching, just kind of like.
So is that what you're doing? Like you don't know? Like she'll kind of look over.
Does Phelan know what the heretics
Phelan
are?
know what a heretic is?
Phelan would. Taldar, Rizia, no clue.
No.
Okay. Yeah. So again, she would just turn to the person who knows the most and be like, "What's a heretic?"
Mr. DM, what is a heretic?
What?
John,
Seriously?
Literally?
Oh, I know what a heretic is, but in this context.
Yeah, I'm saying in this context, they're saying there is some religion, some deity, some, emphasis on a structure of faith that you are afoul of.
Do I know? So my question is, do I know of what faith that we are?
No.
Okay.
You've never. So you know what a heretic is generally?
Yes, of course.
You have no idea.
Gosh,
A tick with too much hair. Stop it, Wayne. Stop it, Wayne.
hairy tick?
They are but human and half orc. They are no tick. That is not what I say. Sorry, great and beautiful sisters, but
You mock me. You
I will
mock
never.
me. You find I am not beautiful. My
And he will
image
just smile.
Is the terror of the pale night that comes.
They merely wear the insignia of Drax, the leader of this city. We are but doing bidding of the Lord and honor of this great city. Do stand against Drax, the great and honorable.
When Anahu said this great city,
Why is
no.
Why is everyone calling me a no?
Phelan? His name is Phelan.
this great city, Taldar's gonna lean over into Rizia. Did he just call the city great?
Apparently, but he also called those things beautiful. So
Like,
All of this pales. Calling Drax honorable. You are marked. We will be watching. And your souls are forfeit. And with that, they turn and start to walk away.
Thank you, Physis. Blessings upon you. So he'll turn back to you two. It might be best to possibly keep the markings covered in possible futures. Just a thought.
and with that, she'll just take some of her clothing and just grab it and like in between her teeth and rip it, and then just wrap it around her hand.
No,
And then she'll rip another one.
I need you to role play that, Vivi. Just go ahead and
Yeah,
Okay.
tear your.
just go ahead and
Take my shirt and rip it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm actually genuinely strong enough to rip a shirt. But yeah, she's just gonna like, and then wraps it around her hand.
And he'll turn to Taldar. Man, I'm blanking with names today. To Taldar, and he'll reach into his pack and be like, and offer some bandages. Do you need something to cover your hand, or do you have anything to do it for yourself?
My hands are fine.
I agree. Your hands are incredible. I've seen them covered in blood multiple times. But to not attract more attention, it might be best to cover the symbol.
And Taldar will just stare at you.
And Phelan will just stare back.
The spider trots up. He's right. She steps away when she sees Phelan's anger.
No, I do not do that. That's Joshua's anger.
Taldar will look at Phelan. You're from this city. Then he'll look at the spider. You're from this city.
I am of this.
I believe nothing you say.
Spider taps her diminutive chin. You just might be the smartest of the lot.
Was she looking at me or looking at Taldar?
Taldar.
Now let's get moving.
He'll turn with a shake of his head and just continue onward at a faster pace this time.
All right. You stream buffing again? No. What?
Maybe just for a second. It looks fine right now.
I don't know why it would be. Let me check my internet speed here real quick. And in
It's
fact,
been working out.
oh yeah, I see warnings here. Hang on. So let me check it real quick. Thank you, fans, all of our friends. Oh, hello, Allahu to the Tux. Thank you so much. In Hawaii, it's going well. That's good to know. We've got people all over the world, and we appreciate all of you. Let's just do a quick check here. Make sure internet is good. It's rocking. That should not be the problem. Occasionally, Twitch has little hiccups. You know, AWS servers and all that, right, Evelyn?
She's like, sure.
All right. So, as you move forward, you pass through the gates. Initially, you see the guards. They turn as you get close to move from the old quarter to the common quarter, and they turn, but then they see the symbol on Taldar's hand, and they back away. And you pass through. You move through the vicissitudes of Relastra until you wind up in the barbarian quarter once again, and you can smell the fish, you can hear the sounds of the ocean, the normal hustle and bustle. It's wonderful because it relieves the ominous oppression that you felt inside the old and common quarters of the city, where Drax and the powerful evil rules, and now you are once again inside the normal part of Relastra.
I must stop by Lady Luck to grab a few things, but I'll lead you back to that area, and whatever you wish to do, do it, but I need to grab a few ingredients before we head out. So,
Are we near that melon stand?
Well, you're not near it, but you're not far. You know where it is.
Okay, well, I'll go there, and I would like to make a purchase if we're going to be going on a journey.
Bianca, no more melon comments in the chat, though. I'm teasing.
What?
Oh, you didn't see it? Yeah, she's so late. All right, so you start moving back toward that common quarter, and with that, we're going to prep for our one and only break tonight, and we do have a giveaway. We're going to show. We have Mike Disney and Tea Time with Taryn on with us tonight. And we had a level 5 hype train at over 300% to start the show. I've never had that at 300%. So I had said I was out of these, and I was wrong. I found one more. This is a full color artwork piece of the Overgord signed by Mike Disney himself.
Why on this stream?
If
Because
you-
I want to win it. Why must you do that on this stream?
Okay, all the players are eligible. You guys can win as well. This is the only one I have remaining. These full color art pieces signed by Mike Disney. If you've not seen these, they are all over Instagram. Everyone is painting their Overgords. Check out this. This is an actual Mike Disney painted Overgord. Is that not gorgeous? And no, I'm not giving this away, ever. But I am giving this away tonight. And depending on how we do on the back half of the stream, we may have something else. Vivi, short night or long night tonight?
Long.
Okay.
Yay!
And
Boop, boop.
we shall see where this goes. Depends on how conscious the DM can remain through the back half of the stream.
Yeah.
But thank you to all of our players. Thank you to all of our viewers. You guys are amazing today. And so we'll do this. We'll start the giveaway after the break, give you a chance to enter to win. And then we may have something else for you after the break as well. We'll show our sponsors. And before we go to break, we do have one question for you. If you're watching the stream tonight and you haven't followed, if you're a follower, you haven't subbed? If you're a sub whose sub has expired, I can't believe there are any of you out there. You guys have been so amazing. But if that's so, we have... Josh, what are you doing?
This is a random object.
We have one
Paying for the TPK?
Yeah, TPK. We have one question for you. What are you doing? Blue Box will be right back.
That was really.
Thank you.
The toilet paper killing.
All right, guys.
Also,
You can entertain the crowd during the break.
Rizia. I literally was like, I've got a question for Riz, and she's gone. She's going on the hunt to get food.
She needs her melons.
She needs her melons.
Literally, she's gone like 15 minutes without eating. That does not work for her. So
it's impressive. Oh my gosh. Freak.
I agree.
Steve, he thought Josh was preparing himself for a mummification with a CVS receipt. That's so true. Mike, thank you again. By the way, Mike, how are the Pale Lords coming? I know you have a few of those. I know I've not been on your streams lately. I've not been on anyone's streams lately. I've barely been on my own stream lately. But how are the Pale Lord coming? I'm assuming you are already on them. Great. Thank you so much.
That's Liam. Liam's dead. Let's just.
Oh. Terry. He's still
Yes. Yep.
There we go. There we go. I don't know.
All right. I'm with you on that.
I feel that.
I am stoked. I don't know if anyone's been able to tell about BlueBoxCon. About the
I'm
one
not.
shot?
I couldn't tell.
No?
Didn't tell at all. No. Oh.
Yeah. I still have another video that I made.
Okay, so and
Nice.
yes, and the one you sent me, right, Rory?
Which one? I don't know. There's been a couple. There's two that I've made for the one shot. There's another one I still haven't posted, and then I'll probably make a couple more.
Okay, all right. Let's talk after the stream. Hey, Eat to Surf, good to see you. Alaho, again, thanks so much for letting us know things are working well in Hawaii. Type in the chat, ! Gourd. And we will be back in a moment. It was funny today, by the way. You might see the stream description says the unwilling servants of Drax. I mentioned this to my players before we got started today. Twitch will not allow the term thralls to be in the title of my stream. It is apparently too close to, and I get that. I'm not mocking it, but thralls is not allowed in Twitch descriptions. But these are the unwilling servants. They have now been bound to the will of the. Hello. Is she coming out for Blue Box Con? I like the pumpkin. Well done.
Pumpkins.
Welcome, everyone. Hey, if you're with us tonight, we appreciate it. And also, we're going to be a bit intermittent here through the end of the year, but we're going to come hard at the start of 2022. We're going to really push lots of streams and lots of... You're shaking your head, Rory. No, we're not.
I guess I'm glad Vivi wasn't here for that.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. So we're going to have a great start to the year, and we will be pushing all kinds of amazing content and streams, and we're hoping to get partnered next year, just like our friend Lord Gazumba. So we ask you, even if you've got to step away, necromantic DM, like that. So even if you got to step away, lurk with us and just kind of help us as we grow into 2022. We appreciate each and every one of you. Bars.
Yeah, I lurked last Sunday. Lurking is fun. What is it called when you dress up with like swords and shields and fight each other? What's it called?
LARPing.
Larking. See, lurking is it so similar?
LARP.
Live action role play.
Ah, I had no clue.
Yeah,
So LARPing and lurking. I mean, nothing better than LARPing and lurking. No, nothing.
Maybe. Maybe.
I'm
I'm gonna have to think about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit points per day, and it's made for every 2 levels he possesses. That's crazy. I might get that in the future. Oh, so Rizia.
She doesn't have her headset back on yet.
Rizia.
She's talking to someone.
Rizia.
And their name is not Josh.
Rizia.
Hashtag not Josh.
Hashtag not Josh.
Yeah, not everything's Josh. Josh.
Go.
Fine, I'm going. Jeez.
Not you.
Oh.
My cat is here. See, she's just like all up in my business.
Also, I love that
Because you have snacks.
I love
But
that I
she's
can
like-
get an extra arm.
You can get an extra arm.
Yeah. Alchemists could just get an extra arm
To hit
Man.
people with?
to do more with, to like be an extra helping hand. But
Oh, I got what you did.
also I can have a familiar that's a tumor.
I'll be fine.
Yes,
Can you
that's
imagine just a talking-
that's what Ixon's familiar. Oh gosh, why am I blanking on
Goblin
it?
thing?
Yeah, but with the butterfly wings. Ray was a tumor familiar.
He was a tumor?
Originally, yeah, he was made up of a bunch of different stuff, hair and other things.
Ultimately, it ended up becoming like a
He
goblin.
was a little goblin with Ixon's
Wings,
hair
right?
and
Yeah.
butterfly wings.
I did not know that's how Ray started.
Yeah.
I can have wings in the future as well. But
No idea.
Rizia.
Yes.
Just to speed up the process, Liam would have asked you, because John would have me roleplay this if he was here. But Liam would have asked you amongst 4 different things whether I'm trying to choose between 4 different bombs
Okay.
for him to be trained in, because I messed up with the mutagen thing. And either he can make a bomb that will help kind of damage a lot of people in a single line. He can either make a bomb that can make a smoke, like a smoke bomb. He can make a bomb that can almost stun someone.
That's stunning.
And he can make a bomb that's super explosive. I hate you. That's super explosive and fiery. And so he would have put it in a way of, what do you feel like would be needed the most?
Explosive and fiery, and then what was that other one? I think it was the third one.
There's the stunning one.
The stunning one would be good too.
Okay.
Just depending on what situation we're in. But
Maybe you could make a glitter bomb.
a big
that
kaboom
stuns
is also
people.
always nice.
Because that's like, that's pretty much. Because
Or a stamp of approval right
the
there.
reason I'm having a problem with that is because we have Taldar who freaking hits like a tank.
Yeah.
And so to have something that just deals damage doesn't feel like it's a super useful, but the super explosive one catches the people on fire, and so they take damage each round until they use their action to put themselves out.
100%.
But is
you
it
would say
better-
super explosive.
Is it better if you can stun him? Like, does the damage incur even higher? Or better?
Sadly, it's something called dazzling,
Oh.
which
No,
doesn't-
she
not
would.
like-
Rizia would basically say, "We're just gonna aim to hit, get rid of them. Biggest kaboom.
Okay.
Like, look at what we're dealing with already.
Okay.
We're not here to stun people. We're here to kill people. So
Well, I meant like you stun them, and then like if they're like the prone effect where the damage is just higher, or like, yeah,
Yeah.
that would be that. That would be. I mean,
and not get the party caught on fire. Also.
Exactly. And so that's the problem because the bomb will hit multiple people. If someone's like, if Taldar's up close and personal with someone, I hit them with a bomb, it'll hit Taldar as well.
I'll be up close and
Napalm
personal
on
too.
his
But she's
face.
just like, if you were just aiming like big kaboom.
Okay.
That's if you're asking Rizia, that's what Rizia would say.
Okay. Okay.
Like, she doesn't like what she's seen so far, and she doesn't want to daze anybody. She wants them dead. Like, kill them. And if we need to like bust down something big,
Yeah.
like a wall or something like that, that would be really handy as well. Like a big, giant, tall wall. There's things we could do that would be beforehand. Like, we can throw it first, let everybody gunfire, and then get in there. So
Okay. Cool. Oh, yeah, what was the formula I chose?
All right. Like Vivi, I had my first bite of food today. So thank you for the patience, everyone.
Fair.
So-
This is not my first bite of food.
It's
I would
my
never
first
starve
bite of food.
myself.
you think
Well, it's your first bite in the past like 15 minutes, so right?
exactly.
Very fair. Yes. Very. That's a
All
very
right.
valid point.
All right, so we are coming off of break. It's exclamation point Gord in the chat to win the Overgord full color print. I do have I was saving this. Hey Ian, good to see you. Natasha, good to see you all the way from the Netherlands. Holy smokes, we got people from everywhere. Yes, exclamation point GOURD pumpkin will not get you in the giveaway. Iceland, I knew that. Same thing. No, I'm kidding. That's what I meant. All right, here we go. And Blue Box is back. Welcome back, everyone. Episode 864, The Thralls of Drax. And we do have the giveaway I've already mentioned today, which is this guy. My last full-color Overgord print signed by Mike Disney himself. Also, I have one other I'm going to give away tonight. I waited to see if he was in the chat, and I saw him. Terry, can you guess what it is?
No, I'm terrible at guessing things.
Well, if I'm asking
Is it
you-
a glass from Wick?
Ah!
Because that would be the logical reason why he would ask
Thank you, Evelyn. Exactly. All right. So
Again, I'm terrible at
We
this.
have just a handful of these remaining. Wick, some call him Chris, but others call him Wick. These amazing laser engraved glasses, Blue Box. We're going to give this away later as well. All right, players. I'm going to beg you, stop splitting the party. Please, please stop splitting the party. This is so hard on the streams.
I just got here. It's not my fault.
Yeah, you died.
Stop putting our players in situations where they're meant to die.
Yeah, I didn't get poisoned, I didn't get marked, and I didn't die. So
And that's why we split.
Exactly. Yes. All right. So we're going to resume. And Blue Box. Whoa, no, that's not what I wanted. That's my Nightbot. That we'll do later. And here we go. Blue Box returns. All right. So, you, Rizia, as you move forward, you walk through the central courtyard of the Barbarian Quarter. And you see the bustle beginning in the city. Now it's been about 15 minutes since you walked through the gates. You have Taldar with you, and of course the Spider and Phelan as well. And hey, thank you so much, Robert, for the gift sub to Tea Time with Taryn. And as you walk through, you do see that same melon seller, the one that you had spoken to previously. He's a swarthy-skinned, fairly slender man with a shock of dark black hair over his forehead. And as you walk up to the stand, you see he has many striped melons, round melons, hobstop. But yes, he is
big melon, small melon, something as big as your head. Sorry.
And he looks up. I remember you. You have bought my melons before. Welcome. I have many new from the south. They come from the swamps, the Great Swamp. These melons, and he holds up a gorgeous black and green striped melon.
What is the one that I had last time?
Very similar in size, but the one you had last time had orange instead of green.
How about I give you a deal?
No, I will give to you the deal.
Sure.
Simply 1 gold for 2 of these fine melons.
What did he give me last time? Was it 1 gold for... Is he swindling me?
I'm not. No, you got to remember. I'm not telling
I
you.
can't remember. I don't remember what I ate yesterday. Never mind. In real life, let alone session 1. Cat, anybody want to help me if I'm being swindled? Okay, he said 1 gold piece for 2?
For 2 melons, yes. 2 gorgeous melons.
What are these other melons that you have?
You like the lesser melons? I have these, which are from the area to the north. The barbarians, they grow these small ones, and he holds up a little green melon about this big. He's got several which are, they look over plump and slightly misshapen, and he pulls one up. It's a sort of an odd, almost bluish color. These are sometimes they're loved, but they can be a bit difficult on the system. But the flavor is very strong.
Difficult on the system. And what means?
But are you of delicate constitution?
I don't think so. Can I try some of it before I buy it?
No, you cannot cut into my melons without paying the price.
I'm sure you have samples. How do you sell if you don't have samples?
I sell on my reputation. I have sold you melons before. Were those not the most amazing? Were those not the most amazing melons you've ever had? Were they not?
Yeah, they were pretty good. I've had bitter back where I'm from.
No, Mike, 2 melons for 1 gold. Not 1.
He's cheap.
So, yay or nay?
All right. How about I buy 4 for a gold?
Perhaps you are from someplace else. You're not here from Rasta. No, I see your accent. You're not. But I said 1 gold for 2 melons. You don't get 4 melons for 1 gold. You get 4 melons for 2 gold.
And she's going to unwrap her hand. She's going to unwrap her hand to show her symbol.
No. So you unwrap your hand.
Yes.
You see he staggers back. The spider hisses behind you. Forgive me, I meant 4 melons for no gold. Here. And he drops 4 of the melons at your feet. Take them and please leave me in peace. I wish no quarrel with you.
And then she'll pick up the 4 melons and grab that weird oblong. You said the blue one?
Mm-hmm.
And she'll take one of those too.
Okay. All right. You
And
now
then
have-
she will toss him a gold.
You toss the gold. You see it leaves your hand. He steps away from it and lets it clink to the ground. He doesn't touch it, and he hastens back behind his stall.
And she'll rewrap her hand up and just say, thanks. And put some melons in whatever she can. Or maybe she's just standing there carrying a bunch of melons.
Like you do.
Where is Taldar? Is Taldar with me?
Yeah.
Taldar, do you mind carrying some of these melons for me? Just till I can get somewhere to...
Taldar looks at the melons. Looks at Rizia. Why? And he just stops his question there, shakes his head, and takes 2 of the melons with an axe in one hand, 2 melons in the other. Okay.
Thank you.
Phelan?
Phelan's gone to Lady Luck. He went in, he went up to his room to his alchemist set to start messing with a few things for the next little bit, and then he'll be back down.
All right, great. Thank you. I appreciate that 3-way party split. All right, so you do that. And now let's go back to Anaho and Alora. You head into the Black Heart as you step through the doors. Very dissimilar to its name. It's actually quite a pleasant establishment. There are a handful of people in there, all sitting around at tables that are squarish in nature instead of the typical circular tables, and candles light on top of each. It's still fairly light crowd this time of the morning, and you hear a little bit of ambient noise from all the folks that are moving around the tables, bustling back and forth between the kitchens and serving drinks even at this early hour.
Perhaps we found ourselves a good spot. I have found places that have a tough name are often more welcoming than you would think. But if you're not from here,
No.
and kind of a look will come across him, and be mindful of the drinks you get here. Let's just say, I am not sure if those I knew yesterday are still here, alive.
You know, it's really bad business to kill your customers.
Yeah, I know, right? I don't understand it either, but it's just the nature of the city we're in. Do you have a way of detecting those kind of things?
Oh, yes, I can detect poisons and things.
Ah, interesting. That will be useful for you. Watch your drink, and probably your food.
Well, it's very helpful when you're dealing with flowers a lot. Some are toxic.
Oh, interesting. How about we find a table over here? I don't know if I trust any drinks here, but how about we sit down and take a load off our feet?
That sounds nice.
So
Let us do that.
You move over to a table. There are stools, not typical chairs, stools around each of these square tables. You find your seats, and a heavy-set woman walks over. What can I get you? Ale. It's a bit early for, but you might like it. We've got wicked bourbon. It can be powerful in the morning. What would you like?
Nothing for me right now. But the lady, do you desire anything?
I would like bourbon, please.
I recognise you as a woman of strong discernment. One moment, please. Anything to eat, or just the drink?
I am quite hungry. Do you have breakfast foods? eggs and things.
Pigeons' eggs, yes, we do. And great with our bourbon. And also we have pig fat, carefully roasted over the fire. All that, wonderful breakfast. Right up. Simply
I'll
one
take
silver.
that.
She bustles off, leaving the two of you alone at the table.
Laura, you said you're not from around here.
No.
You perhaps didn't feel comfortable. I'm from the area of Gumil, quite far from here.
I don't think I know where that is.
Yes, many people do not. But where are you from? Is it, you say flowers, not the city then?
No. I've been through a few villages and things, but mostly I spend my time in the forest.
What brings you here then? Such a different place than the forest.
Strange portents. And messages.
What do you mean? You write letters?
No, not that sort of message. The kind of messages that you have to listen very close to hear.
You'll see. He's engaged in the conversation. I'm engaged, but I am confused. Well, of course, when you speak with someone, you listen to.
No, not in the normal sense of speaking like you and I do. The sense of plants and flowers. They speak. They send messages, signals. If you listen closely, their messages can travel very fast.
As this is being said, I'm going to do something I rarely do, and I'm going to sort of enforce a bit of DM fiat here to pull the party back together. So, by remarkable circumstance, Taldar and Phelan and Rizia, as Rizia is munching on her melons, the spider in tow, realizing you cannot go back to Vane Roberts' chains after holding, well, you could, but probably shouldn't, holding a knife to the bartender's throat. You wander through the streets, and Phelan has come down from his alchemical, so you've done this, and you walk them over to your second favorite spot, which just happens to be the Black Heart. You come walking through. What a remarkable coincidence. Just doing it because I want to. You guys walk in and you see now Anaho, and he's at the table with the strangest looking. All the descriptions, like the flowers and and he's sitting in deep conversation with her around the table. Just a few other patrons in the room.
But yes, if you listen closely enough, you can learn lots of things.
This is rather intriguing. Do we notice them walk in, or?
Yeah, I mean, it's not. Yeah, I mean, there are not a whole lot of folks in here, and Taldar especially, steps through his shadow casts. You see them walk in.
Right.
Noting we're both carrying melons. Don't forget, like melons and dough.
You're muted, Terry.
So I turn around and I see the arms of melons and the three former companions, and I guess they made it through the night.
Are these your friends?
It's most of them. And he stumbles over you, calling them his friends. Yes, yeah, that. but there's one missing. I don't know. Well, I can assume. But I don't know where she's at. Hey, Phelan. Riz and Taldar. Come on over here. I have a feeling that being poisoned might not be an issue for you anymore.
Yeah, but we got another issue.
I'm gone for just a couple hours. Come over here. I'll buy you all a drink.
Oh, no thanks.
Rizzy is not drinking anything else ever again.
Nope, not from here.
That's what I said too.
The only thing I can trust is the melons. Is literally what she'll say. Like she's like, not from here. The only thing I can trust are these melons.
You get those melons from out front?
Yeah.
They were closed when I went out there. Anyways, Laura, you were gonna say something.
The little one told me about your problem with poison. I can tell if there's poison in things. If you're worried about that happening again.
You see the spider, like she's listening, and she just sort of eyes Alora cautiously.
Excuse me, as she says it to Alora. She turns to Naho. And where did you find her?
So Spider is with them at the moment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
None of us paying attention to her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's like
none of us
tagging
were all
along
ignoring
behind.
her.
She's
So
like Ashram.
yeah, I'll shoot her a glance, but that's not going to take my focus at the moment. Sorry, I got distracted. Rizia, what did you just say to me? I thought
Where
I saw.
did you find her?
Oh, I don't think I find people. Anyways, to the point of your question, she was in. We met last night as I was trying to get your attention, but you were too busy trying to fight the guards.
Yeah. What else would you have wanted me to do?
I don't know. You didn't let me help you, so.
How was I
figured-
supposed to let you help me?
Hey, you know
shot
what?
an arrow.
I figured you had it under control. Okay.
Okay, well, where you're still not answering my question. And again, like she's just very blatant. Like she's not trying to be quiet at all. She's just like, where did she come from?
I don't know. She won't tell me where she came from, but she's generally from not the city.
That's right.
And she was in the quarters when I was. By the way, I don't know if you've been there. The other side, the old side of the old quarter. Don't ever go there. But when I came back to this side, she was here. There was her, a couple moons, and she's not from the city.
That is all accurate, yes.
See, I do not lie.
And she'll turn to which character's name again, Evelyn? Sorry, Alora. And she'll just. You see her kind of juggling her melons. No, everybody.
Vivi, I swear, you're 12. You're 12. Like
You can't give me a handful of melons and expect me not to have some
Silly-
sort
silly-
of
This
dialect.
is kind of on you, John.
yeah, it's all-
Yeah,
it's all my
exactly.
fault,
You
yes.
introduced the melon in the beginning. Yeah, so she'll juggle her melons and turn over to the side and like stick out like her hand to shake Alora's, if she will.
And Laura will kind of look at her hand confused and look up.
You're very tall.
How tall are you?
She's 5'9".
Okay. You're pretty tall yourself. Not as small as this one over here. And she's pointing at Anaho.
Hey, you'd be surprised what I can do.
I'm Alora, by the way.
And she'll shake her hand. If not, then she's just gonna kind of reach for her hand. Yeah, she's kind of.
Laura doesn't really know what Riz is trying to do, and so she just kind of awkwardly holds her hand like towards her, like.
And then you'll feel like a very firm like handshake that's like almost like kind of jostling you a little bit as she shakes it. And then she kind of pulls you in a little closer. So you said you're not from here.
No.
Okay.
I don't really like cities very much. Mostly, I like out there better.
As she says this, you see this heavyset woman comes and kind of sidles herself up, says not a word, puts a plate of what looks like pigeon's eggs and some sort of sizzling fat and a large mug of some amber liquid right in front of Alora.
If I've learned anything from being here, I wouldn't trust that if I were you.
And Alora, remembering what Anaho had said, is going to immediately cast Detect Poison on all of the food that she has and her drink.
Describe what that looks like as you do this.
So, as Alora goes to do this, she'll kind of gently like lean her staff back against her chair, but it's like tucked behind her right like leg to keep it upright, and she kind of looks down, and you see just because her eyes are this kind of deep emerald green, and you kind of see this like subtle flash of green that goes across her eyes, and then just the gentlest little wave of green energy comes off of her fingertips as she like waves her hand over the food and drink.
You detect no poison.
Is that what you mean when you say you listen? Is that what you mean when you say you listen to plants?
No, this is just something I can do.
Phelan finally pulls his head up from this large journal he's been writing in and making notes, and he has like a not a poultice, a mortar and pestle that he's kind of been working in. He's kind of brought all these different ingredients and he's just kind of poured them onto his little corner of the table that he's been working on. And with the green flash, he finally looks up. And he'll put his goggles on his head. And we'll look around at the group. Hello, what is your name for me? Looking at
and Phelan, Laura's gonna kind of study Phelan for a moment.
Riz is gonna interrupt. She already introduced herself. Her name's Alora. Where have you been?
He'll just like, not blankly, but just like hands slowly point downward at the book and everything he's been working on.
Your ears work, don't they?
I'm a little focused. I zone in on something. Hello, Laura. Wonderful to meet you. I am Phelan, and sorry for interrupting this very amazing time. And he'll put his goggles back on.
Phelan, being you're so busy in your book, does that mean you're holding up your end of the deal that we made?
If I hear any word of her, wonderful. Yes, great. And to teach you any whatever, sure, as long as it doesn't have to do with these. As he just taps the metal kind of balls on his waist, slightly cradling them, and then lets them fall again, as well as these small kind of glass powder-filled items. If it's alchemy stuff, sure. As long as it's not to make a flask, I can teach you.
So you've heard nothing. You know nothing.
Nothing yet. Anaho, if you would do me a favor and try a little bit of this, as he'll give you the mortar and pestle. He'll be like, just take some of that. It is not poison. I give you my word. Hell, Taldor and Handsome can strike me down if I'm lying to you. He'll do it anyways, depending on how today goes. But add a little bit of that. It'll make you much smaller, and he'll reach over to another small little baggie that he has, or this will make you much bigger. I'm working with the adjustments and herbs at the moment, but I think I've gotten it right. As he looks,
Would you like me to check it for poison?
Well, he said, no, Phelan's odd, but he's not bad.
thank you.
I'm not sure. He's as pretty as a flower, but he smells wrong.
Thank you.
I guess I never thought to smell him.
You don't want to. You don't know where I've been.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I don't do it.
As you say that, Rizio will lean over to him and go,
As you smell him, he smells like that of lavender and mint. An odd kind of crushed scent that you smell very heavily around his neck, around his ears, and around his chest, roughly. Not so much on the lower half if you're going to smell lower, which I really hope you will not.
I'll stay upper.
So, Phelan,
No judgment.
are these good now, or do I become like ant size if I take it now?
No. I need to just make sure that this has worked. I can only do this like once or twice a day.
Okay.
But this will make you, and he'll look over at Anaho, really taking him in, and then will like almost perfectly scan him and just, all right, so you are that tall. Is Anaho technically a size small creature at the moment?
I am 4 foot, or 2 foot 11. 2 foot 11. So whatever that is. I'm 2 foot 11.
Yeah, so you're small. So yeah, he explains that this would shrink you even smaller to that of a tiny creature, so you could possibly be handheld.
So, and I'll take them. I'm not resisting this endeavor. So, 2 questions, Phelan, and I'll do this now.
Yes.
If I take the little one and the big one, do I go back to normal size or do I get big?
They both wear off. They're both enhanced with a little bit of my personal magic.
Right, but if I take the small one, do I return to normal size with the big one, or do I get even bigger than normal?
I think it would counteract the effects. So
Okay.
if my numbers are correct, as he will begin to do another equation on the sheet of going down through chemicals and drawing lines, it should be that if you were to take the more yellow powder, that will shrink you. But then if you take the brown powder, it will put you to 8 feet tall, maybe. I was planning on giving the larger one to Taldar for future use, but that's for future use once I make sure that this works, and since you're the smallest of us, it will not destroy the roof.
I like this. Okay, so, second question, and I take this stuff.
Sure.
Why is she here?
He just exhales and looks back down at his
see,
work.
She self-consciously rubs the glyph on her hand as you look at the spider. You see it looks the same as what you see on Taldar's hand.
What is that? That was not there before. For you, Taldar, I don't know about her. Do you... Phelan, what's going on?
We've all been cursed with the sigil of Drax, the invulnerable, and so if we do not do as he says within a month, we will all die outright, forthwith, whatever the way you want to put it. It's our destiny and fate is sealed. Same with the spider. I was willing to kill the spider, but she might have some more use, either staying there or staying here for whatever reason, or coming with us to possibly assist in the stealing of a glowing child's bone. He'll look over at Laura. A glowing child's bone, yes, I said it. And we'll turn back to the rest of the group.
You said a lot of words that make sense and separate, but they don't make a lot of sense altogether.
Trust me.
He's good at that.
I don't quite understand any of it myself.
So
But
I generally understand what you're saying, Phelan. Not too foreign from
where I reside.
You know Drax.
I know his governing style. Let's say I come from a similar place.
Okay.
A very similar place.
Politics aside, Drax, the Draxian Vulnerable, as well as his personal advisor, the Fiend Mage, visited us in a cell below wherever the hell we came out of.
And hell.
It felt like it. It was, I'm guessing, the district that you were, or the sector you were heading into, and made the correct decision not to. Our job is to go past the border. There are supposedly some barbarians there that are in a castle around some special item. This special item is out of a glowing child's bone, and supposedly it glows with a pale green light, and we will know it by that pale green light. Drax needs that bone, and if we do not get him that bone, we die.
Barbarians? What barbarians?
Them.
Well, I got the sense that one looks actually... I might know some of his tribe, but no, I mean, in general, there's lots of different barbarian tribes, and I've encountered some of them on my travels.
Very interesting.
Some are friendlier than others, and more willing to work with people. The druids that I am a part of, we have relationships with various other groups. So, depending.
It might be. What is your clan, your tribe, your home, Elora?
We are part of my family. We are a small group that is part of a larger group.
Isn't they cold?
Well, I'm not sure you would have heard of it, but it's the Order of the Ivy Cruciform.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, you would have... No, you'd have no way.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Out of curiosity, would I have ever heard?
Do knowledge local.
Okay. Let's see what I've got for that. Oh, that's going to be terrible. You know what? I'm going to use an advantage.
Okay.
It's going to be 17.
Yeah, I mean, so I'd say you are familiar. I'll let Evelyn decide how much you would have known.
I mean, he would know it at all if, because the Rovers of the Barrens were also followers of the Old Faith, and so he may have heard of them through that sort of connection through the both groups following the Old Faith.
All right.
Not necessarily of the specific order that her family is connected to, but he would have heard of the Druids through practitioners of the Old Faith.
Very well. So I guess. So what does it look like? Is it a paste? Is it a drink? Is it a? What am I taking?
Phelan,
that was for you. He looks up from his book.
Sorry, what?
What am I holding? What's it look like? Is it a paste? Is it a drink? Is it a...
It's powder. You just sprinkle it into whatever you're drinking. I do not... I know a little bit of triggering. Trust me, I already thought of that. But...
Don't worry. This is... again, where I come from. Don't worry.
Even if it's just a shot, just a little bit, throw it back, and it should work within a few seconds.
Hey, Laura, do you mind if I take your drink?
I'll get you a new one.
Very well.
Okay.
Which one are you taking, the small or large one?
I am taking the small one. The yellow.
As he sees you begin working, he's like, oh, sorry, I should probably pay attention. As he puts the goggles back on his head, and you see the dark rings underneath his eyes.
Wait, last minute change. I'm going to take the brown one.
All right. So, you're mixing it into the drink?
Yep, putting the brown one into the drink.
Gotcha. Okay. So, you are currently, you said 2 feet tall?
2'11".
Don't take those 11 inches away. He's 2'11".
I'm holding those 11 inches.
Growth of it, doubling its height and multiplying its weight. Okay. Okay. Let's see what it does. Let's see how tall it makes as you take it.
10 feet tall.
And he waits for a bit of a growth, and it takes a few seconds. He's like, and then you start to feel a little bit of like bubbling, not bad, but almost like when you've drunk a carbonated drink, and you're like, as you burp, you feel yourself expand, and you grow to 5 foot. I don't know, 4'11" times or 2'11" times 2. So you double exactly in size.
So I'm going to say, based on the nature of this as alchemical, as he grows, his garments shred and rip. You feel a bit of constraint, and your shirt falls to the side. Your pants briefly squeeze. You pop, and now you are standing 5 feet tall, bigger than you have ever been, and completely unclothed. Your garments, all of your stuff has fallen to the floor.
Well, that was a bit unexpected.
As Phelan's like,
you don't make everything grow with the.
Nope, it just grows you.
You didn't tell me this beforehand.
There's like people are like, there's a gap. Like,
you've seen worse. Go back to your drinks.
How tall are you, Phelan?
I'm 5'8".
Okay, I'm 5'10" now.
Wow. Hello.
You did tell me that I would lose. I got to go buy all new clothing now.
Yes, that is a huge predicament. I'm very sorry about that. As he will take the notes, and then he'll reach into his pouch and just drop 20 gold on the table for you.
For me?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's to buy new clothes.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. I'm sorry I raised my voice at you.
You're fine.
However, how long does this last?
It will last for 2 minutes.
Good. And I reach over and I grab Spider.
Yes!
You grab the giant nude halfling grabs the spider. She's brother, no. I've done nothing. I never meant anything.
I grab her with both hands on like the collar, and I pull her close, and in Havling, because I'm pretty darn sure she doesn't speak my other language, and I'm pretty darn sure no one else speaks Havling. I pull her close, and I say, in Havling, you suck at your job. You never get caught, and when you do, you never show your face again. Don't you ever try that again. Ever. And I'll like just toss her. As strong as, I don't know if I got stronger, but I'm going to toss her away from her.
Well, yeah, you're. So as you say these words, you see her eyes go wide. You all hear him speaking in the Havling tongue. As he thrusts her away, she starts to respond, but then boom, she's tossed. Boom, she clatters to the side of the inn and just recoils to the corner.
Now, my dear friend Phelan, let's try the yellow. Wait, can I mix it into the same drink? What happens if
he'll just reach to his pouch and we'll get a little bit of water. He'll like toss the rest of it out and we'll just pour some water and switch it, throw that onto the floor, pour a little bit more, hand it over to you.
That might be interesting sometime. Let's put the yellow in here now.
All right. till, please. You take it?
Yep. I
Okay.
switched the yellow powder back.
He'll watch. And then once again, similar, but this time you just you breathe out, and with that the exhale, you shrink all the way down to like it would have been half your size. So
I'm back down to normal size.
Well, no, you go below normal size. You see yourself go from the 211 to 1.5, and you go all the way down to 1 foot 5 inches. I think if I'm reading that right.
This is amazing.
This is great.
The patrons of the Black Heart they have no idea what's going on. People are averting their eyes. There's gasping. It's starting to fill up a little bit more as the day goes on. Elora, have you touched your bourbon and your breakfast?
Well,
I took a bourbon.
You see, Naho
did,
took
okay.
my bourbon, but she ate all of her food while all of the changing was going on because she's not bothered by the nakedness that is Naho. This is just kind of normal for her from back where she's from. So she's like, whatever.
Same with Phelan.
Yeah, that's true. Phelan, actually, yeah. Lady Luck.
Phelan's pretty useless.
Yeah.
So,
Question.
how long does this last?
Question to Naho.
Yeah.
What's your comeliness score?
17.
Okay.
By the way, if you're a 5e player and you don't know what comeliness is, I'm going
Not a bad word.
I'm going to allow Evelyn. Nope, she's actually talking to her daughter. I will explain comeliness. So, in all of your editions of D&D past 1e and 2, charisma sort of becomes synonymous with your attractiveness. But in the original game, charisma was more your force of personality, your your power of force, and being able to walk into a room, command the room. And so comeliness was a separate 7th score that was created simply to reflect how your visage, your form, your actual outward attractiveness is, as separate from charisma. So if you've never heard the term comeliness, that's what they're referring to. And when Anaho says he's got a 17, that makes him a very attractive halfling, perhaps even more so now that he is nude and a 1.5 feet tall.
Yeah. While he's shrinking, Phelan kind of watching the whole process, his eyes change and look down, look up, and then we'll kind of take more notes off of that. And then we'll see him shrink. And I actually lied. You can only be a max of 2 feet. So you're like maybe a foot tall. And
Note taken. Foot
yeah.
tall. So Valen, are you gonna fix this? Because I can only imagine Taldo would be pissed if he was in his armor.
Yes, it should once again revert itself in another 2 minutes.
No, but I mean, if he's in his armor.
1 minute. Oh, yes. I should find a way. I'll make some adjustments.
I can make this work, but I mean, he might.
Let me double check. And he'll start to make different adjustments, and I'm looking over the spell to see once he fine-tunes this in the next day or the days to come to make sure that it does increase the armor as well. But we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, all equipment worn or carried by the creature. Yes, so thank you so much, Anaho. I'll be able to make those adjustments and add a little bit more of this other herb to it to make sure that it has the correct effects on the armor, the weapons, on the entire person. Thank you. As he will then put the goggles back down. You see one of them kind of helps magnify as the other one seems to be normal. It just goes back into his book. As you were still a foot tall.
And also naked.
And also super naked.
Also naked. Again, why does this happen to me? So I will wait for myself to get back to normal size. Leave 2 gold on the table. Alora, this will cover the food and a little bit more. If you want another drink, there's plenty there. I would assume there's plenty there for another bourbon. And I'll take the other 18 gold and put it in my pack.
Phelan looks up and looks over at Rizia. I'm sorry, I promised you money with helping me with our first task. Here you go. As he will put 2 gold in front of Rizia. I know I said 5 silver, but we've been through a lot. So look back down at his notebook and keep writing.
She'll take the 2 gold, and in return, she will give him the blue melon.
Thank you.
Oh.
I will not eat this now, but
No, don't eat it. Don't eat it. She'll like lean forward.
You see one of his pupils is like massive while the other one's normal.
Yeah. Just, I'll tell you later. Just don't eat it. Don't eat it. It's not for you.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Still, as he'll try and shove it into his pack on his side, and he puts it on his lap and keeps writing.
2 questions again. Maybe it has to do with my height. First question. Phelan, can you make it so I can shoot someone with that powder and it works on them?
Here goes Rory again. All of his stuff. Rory.
I could certainly talk with the DM about this possibility.
That would be interesting if you could get into their bloodstream. Perhaps make someone easier to hit, or perhaps stick them in a box. I don't know. But something to think about. Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
Once I'm a bit more experienced, I'm hoping that I can either put it into one of my mixtures to be able to cause smoke to shrink people.
That's a good idea.
Exactly.
I like that. Very, very, very smart.
Currently, I'm working on this as he will turn the book around to everyone around. He'll look over at Taldar and see possibly like a snot bubble like growing and shrinking as he's fallen asleep probably. But he'll look over at everyone and he'll lay out and you see like just a list of herbs and powders and different extracts, like a pinch of this, a drop of this within this sort of container. This will allow me to my prior explosives that you saw in the basement of the gray cloaks, the gray guilds. I will be able to do that 100% more. I'll be able to have a larger explosion and do a lot more damage and set fire to practically anything it touches. But I'm still fine-tuning.
Exciting. Second question. Where do we go now? You 3 seem to have a demand on your neck to do something, and perhaps I found a little bit of fondness of the 3 of you, and I have some stuff to wrap up. And Laura, you seem to have an understanding of what they're needing to some degree, and you're rather interesting as well. Where do we go?
Well, they're the ones that seem to have a timer on their
It is true, you and I do not.
situation, so I imagine they would probably know when they need to go.
Yes, good point.
I would love it if we could leave tomorrow or the day after, depending on what everyone needs to grab or prepare for the journey. I think DM north. We're heading north, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For the journey north. But that is just my input.
That sounds good to me. Some clothes and some equipment. What about you, Elora? How about, do you need anything?
No, I think I'm quite all right. I've been traveling for a while now, so I have
Any
all of the
supplies, any food or equipment?
things. I don't think I need anything.
And Alora is actually going to turn to Taldar, who has been very silent through all of this, and look at him and say,
You're very quiet. Did you know that?
So, some of the things that happened while all this has been happening is Rizia broke one of her other melon open and offered me half of it. At that point, I had set down the 2 melons that I was holding, my axe still in my hand, took the half of the melon, ate that melon, finished it up. And so all that, just so everybody's aware, all that happened during this. And he's just going to look at Alora and nod at her.
Juice dripping down his chin.
And he'll say, I'll be leaving the city today.
Oh. That sounds quite good, actually. I don't like cities very much.
Especially not this one. If you don't like cities, you're really not going to like this one. Phelan will leave the city today. Do you need to get anything else?
Yes. I have quite a few things I would need to prepare before leaving.
What about
I
one
will not.
night? One night,
I will-
Taldar.
I will
put you
not
up
stay
to
in
it.
this city another night.
I got no clothes. I need clothes.
I understand that.
It's still early. I'm sure you could
That
get
is true,
clothes.
unless the moons have come back up. That was quite wicked last night.
I knew you were going to do that, Ray. No, it is mid-morning, ample time in the city.
There is a moon out right now.
Golly, really?
Right
Vivi,
inside
you are
this establishment.
incorrigible.
It is a full moon.
So, Rizia, the barbarian of melons and moons.
I was born under 2 moons, actually.
Ooh,
But that's another story.
that is interesting. Hey, I suppose, Taldar, I understand and don't disagree with your disdain for this place. It's early. Phelan, would you be able to prep by mid-afternoon? Would that be enough time?
He'll put the goggles back onto his head. If I had help, I have to do shopping. I have to pick up ingredients, items. I'd rather not leave the city without getting food first. There's lots that still needs to be done in preparation for a journey. And how far, DM? Do I know how far we're traveling?
It's several days north.
Yeah.
It's not close.
It is a several-day journey. This is not something we just leave on right away.
Yes.
I understand for those that have lived that sort of lifestyle, but I have multiple things I still need to pick up.
As long as you don't plan on packing 5 bags per day.
I'll do my best.
Yes. I mean, you know the city better than, well, probably any of us. So I can assist you. Taldar, if you can hold off for a little while. Just...
Anaho, and I'm not trying to be gratuitous, but again, you're having this conversation stark naked, no attempt to cover anything, just... this is very awkward. I mean,
for some,
Only awkward
I
if
feel
you
like it's
make
more
it
awkward for you, John.
Yeah,
than it is for
John.
Naho.
Yeah.
Don't
We
you
all seem
body
like we're
shame
fine
him.
with it over here.
The party's like,
myself-
whatever, and the spider's like,
no,
I grew up fighting in loincloths. He's just a loincloth away from what I grew up with. So,
I mean, very fair.
that's true.
there is
that's
a
true.
druid, 2
Yes.
barbarians, and then there is the background of Naho, which kind of lends itself.
Oh, Myamorph, that is cold. That is cold. Yes.
But yeah, and Phelan, if you can assist me, I seem to have inquired 18 gold just recently that I could help you with getting all the things you need. Plus, I need clothing and whatever kind of gear for that weather.
I'm sure she'll help. And then, she'll look over at Spider.
If she helps, I don't.
The spider's just watching all this. She is clearly terrified and bound by the sigil. You have no doubt she would have escaped through the back door if she could have, but she knows she is cast lot with you as well.
Actually,
Oh, that's the spider.
Yes.
I understand now. I thought you were talking about an actual spider. So
They are just as wretched.
Agreed.
so wait.
and Laura will actually turn to the spider and say,
You poisoned random strangers for no good reason?
It sounds so unkind when you say it that way.
It sounds like unkind because it is unkind.
I had no choice. I was in danger.
You
I
always
never-
have a choice.
You don't know this city.
I know that things can be dangerous, but you always have a choice with what you do.
Rizia will kind of lean over to tell her, like, I like her.
You see the spider for the first time since she's come up from the old quarter below Drax Palace. There's a steely glint back in her eyes, and she looks at Elora. I mean no disrespect, but you're a fool. You don't have choices in this city. Choices are an illusion.
You think that it's an illusion, but that means you're just not seeing the bigger picture. Because everything is meant to be in a balance. So the choices you make for good or for ill either keep the balance or throw it off. And if you're throwing off the balance, well...
And you'll notice as Elora folds her hands, they suddenly turn wooden and thorny. It's a reaction that she has called Wooden Fist. And she just kind of folds it with these thorny hands.
And you see, I really can't tolerate things being out of balance.
Okay. My nuns were not nearly as creepy. That was so well played. And we're going to stop there for tonight because, yes, I know, even though it's the long night for Vivi, I do have family here in town with me. And I know we're all dangling by a thread. But we've got giveaways to do. Go ahead, Josh. Yes, Josh, what?
One last thing.
Yes.
Phelan will just be like, hey, Spider, do something with yourself. Go get me some more poison. You know where to get it. Get me some poison as much as you can. That's it.
She looks at you, stepping away from the super creepy druid. Okay. And
please,
what manner of poison?
Whatever you can get me.
Pat! Oh my god, Pat never does stuff like that. Anaho is naked, but Irda's getting woody. We have fan art. We have 2 giveaways to do. The spider scurries out of the room and heads out from the Blackheart Tavern. And I want to say again, thank you to all of our viewers and our players. I know, so honestly, like 2 to 3 sessions, I think 5 and 6 were heavy combat. Then last session was a ton of roleplay with the DM. You know, Drax and the Fiend Sage, not the Fiend Mage, not the Fiend Rage, the Fiend Sage, back and forth and all that. Tonight was very much all the players carrying, which I very much appreciate, and you guys rocked it. Level 5 hype train tonight. Thank you so much. Several new followers. We've got the giveaway, so exclamation point Gord in the chat. Get you eligible for the Overgord. But we're doing something else before we're done tonight. You thought you were off the hook. By the way, and this is no Fiend Rage, Fiend Mage. Thank you, exactly, yes. And welcome, J. Cool Soldier. Welcome to our stream. And I know we're all busy with the holidays and G-O-U-R-D. You got not Gord, not the thief, not Gord. Gord as in Gord, G-O-U-R-D. Do you know what Gord is, Josh? What they're talking, G-O-R-D? Who is Gord in Greyhawk lore?
They're the more righteous god. That's why they add the R to God.
Nope. Anyone else want to try? Who is Gord in Greyhawk lore? Old City. You blasphemy, exactly, Wayne. The Gord, yes. Gord the Rogue. Come on, Gord the Rogue is like the most famous Greyhawk. Yeah, all right, let's move on. All right, so here we go. Type exclamation point G-O-U-R-D in the chat to get this. Now, while we're getting ready for that, I want each of you players to make a suggestion on a name for this party. We're now 8 sessions in. Way. No, stop shaking your head at me, Terry. Way beyond where we were with group 1. You can call it whatever you want. We're going to let the fans vote today as well. So I'm going to start with...
I think we need more time.
All right, the tested. That's yes, exactly. Gord was the plaything of the Cat Lord. Yes, no, he does. Jay, that would be fantastic. Yes, he was the primary protagonist. So Gary Gygax actually wrote the Gord novels, Saga of the Old City, all of that. That is the sort of protagonist of the Gary Gygax early, the Mighty Melons. Ooh, nice, Kayla. I like that. The Mighty Melons. I'm going to let my players choose. Do you guys, within the melon holders, Wick, do you guys want another week to think about it?
Yes.
I think it would be smart to get to a point where the party actually likes one another or can actually trust one another.
That may never happen.
Then
There's
the
no
party is
promise
no
that's
longer
gonna-
a party, and those split off that can't.
Exactly.
I put a suggestion in the chat.
Oh no!
let's
The
see.
Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead.
Hilarious.
Just because
We haven't had a consistent 5 characters together since the
we don't
beginning
wanna
of this
name the
either.
group 'cause somebody might die.
the
Composition keeps changing.
The expendable. I like that, Pat. That's well.
Expendable.
The A-team. Suicide Squad.
No, Liam. That was just a bad roll.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, totally.
Moria was just such a righteous character and in a very difficult spot. So we hated
Taldar.
the red shirts. I love that. The red shirts.
I hate it.
Do you know what that is, Vivi? The red shirts?
No.
You get the reference? You don't get the
It's
reference.
Star Wars, right?
Oh, wow. Really? We're going to lose our entire stream. We don't know Gord? You don't know red shirts? That's a Star... Josh, go ahead. Tell her.
It's Star Trek.
Oh,
So-
okay.
so-
Star Trek.
Rory, do you know? Oh my gosh.
Star Trek.
I know.
The geek is weak in this group. Go ahead, Terry.
Geek is weak. Oh, just
So the red shirts were the member of the away team or whatnot who would die.
Yeah,
They were the ones who died.
in the OG Trek.
In the OG.
With-
In the OG
with
Star Trek,
Kirk.
like Kirk had the whatever that tan, Spock had the blue, all of your officers had, but the red shirts were always the expendable ones. They were the ones that typically would die, get phasered, rocks would drop on them. So yes, the expendables, the red shirts, famous for dying on away missions. Exactly. Yeah, Robert. Thank you. All right, the weak geeks. All right, I'll give you guys the poisonous posse. 2 moons. All right.
Awesome.
So
2 moons and 2 melons.
tune in next week to see our players choose their group name, and you, the fans, will be able to vote on that. Now, with the Gord, we're actually going to do that first, and then we're going to do Wix Glass as a flat-out giveaway. So let's go through Stream MVP. So each of you tell us why you should be Stream MVP. You, the viewers, will be able to vote on your Stream MVP, and then they will roll for you for the Mike Disney Overgord full color print. And with that said, let's start with you tonight, Rory. Why should Anaho be Stream MVP?
Now should be Stream MVP because, again, the cosplay as always. But his interaction with Alora, going to the newly discovered Blackheart Tavern, trying to explore this different dynamic of what's going on with Alora himself over the last 12 hours, and then also trusting Phelan, taking the yellow powder and taking the brown powder, waiting for an opportune moment to scorn Spider and spiders, and yeah, just the role play.
Yeah, no, you were great tonight, Rory, and I really like Anahu's character, and he is still one of the most mysterious of the group. People really don't know what he's about yet, and it's going to be fun to see that unfold. So you tonight, Rory, will be rolling for on the Mike Disney Overgord giveaway. Let me pull up my Nightbot here. You will be rolling, and if you see your name up in the chat, don't think you've won yet. This is the roll-off giveaway that we're doing. So each of the players will roll for whoever they get. And you, Rory, have Necromantic DM. following us since October 3rd, so a fairly new follower, also a sub. And by the way, thank you again, everybody. The Level 5 Hype Train, the gifts, the subs, you guys have been absolutely amazing. We are very appreciative of that. Now let's go to you, Vivi. Why should Rizia be Stream MVP tonight?
Rizia should be Stream MVP for just trusting Phelan when he kind of took the reins on Spider and stepping over the mysterious, weird, odd object, realizing that she does not trust Relestra at all. So she's not going to eat anything other than the melons because she knows those are safe and delicious. So she stepped over that. And then just her dialogue with Taldar, saying that he's the only one that Phelan's the only one that really knows the area right now, so following him is our best bet. And then just hanging out, introducing herself to Alora, haggling for some melons and juggling some melons, and yeah, that's about it. Sharing some melons, giving melons. I gave Phelan a melon.
All right, outstanding. And so fun tonight. Love your character, Vivi, as always. And you are rolling for, Toriano! Biggie Paw, you are up on the giveaway. Thank you, ZM345, just gifted. So J Cool Soldier, I was going to wait till payday. But ZM jumped in and gave the sub, so thank you so much for that. The melons of use. Oh, I love that. Alexander. Oh my god, that might be the winner. The melons of use. That is really good. All right, let's go to you, Taldar. Why should you be Stream MVP?
Taldar walked.
And boy
did he.
He said like a couple words, and he ate half a melon, and he carried 2 melons.
And he said he was ready to leave the city.
He did.
He kind of insisted on leaving the city, yes. And just such an eloquent and powerful recitation of why you should be Stream MVP, which is consistent with Taldar's recalcitrant, taciturn, and utterly uncommunicative nature. So you, my friend, will be rolling for JR!
Nice.
JR79, active chatter. I know he's on. Thank you, Renreb. Hey, no worries. All of you guys have been amazing. We had, as all of you know, our last Sunday stream with Rune Lords. We had 2 level 5 hype trains, which we've never had before on Blue Box. So this community has just been amazing, and we're very, very appreciative of all of your support. It all goes right back into the stream. All right. Why should your character be Stream MVP, Evelyn?
Laura should be Stream MVP because she, because of the RP with her and Anaho, kind of explaining things to how she has found her way here, and her general capriciousness, and just a sense of mischief when getting to kind of know these people, checking for poison in her food after learning that was a concern, and let's see what else. And also revealing a little bit of her less friendly side with the spider, and making sure clear that, you know, your choices have effects and everything ripples out from there.
And honestly, that was, yes, she is rather alluring. That is true. That was one of the creepiest moments I've ever had, because she's so sweet and like friendly, and then when she talked about the balance and not liking things that were out of balance, and then turned like, I got a chill. That was absolutely phenomenal. So you will be tonight rolling for Ian, Cardman 2467, you are up, my friend. He's been a sub all the way back to November of last year. Long time supporter and follower. Thank you, Ian, and I know you're on. And let's go to you, Josh. Why should Phelan be stream MVP?
Oh, Phelan should be stream MVP for being so tired. Phelan just wants a freaking nap.
I think that's
Phelan
his whole
Phelan or Josh?
If you fans tonight, if you couldn't tell, other than Rory, I think all of us tonight need a nap. It was so clear, like the looks on everyone's faces. This crew is working hard in many different areas. Rory is just the Energizer Bunny. He's always up. He's always got that energy. Josh, thank you so much for plowing through again.
See, Pat draws, you at least get to sleep. When Phelan goes to sleep, he's still working. But yeah, so Phelan's just super tired, but he's trying to make advancements to be able to affect and assist the party. Also, he should be MVP for about to step in when Spider was stepping out of line. But then to hear Allura just go ham, he went back to his work and just kind of kept working. Was like, all right. Okay. And then was like, sweet. So now that you've been put in your place, please go get me some poison, make yourself useful. Being able to show off Phelan's a bit darker, more pissed off and gritty side this episode was very nice as well.
All right, well said. And by the way, we have fan art. Pat draws. We have Rizia juggling melons and Anaho not fully understanding. We love our fan art here. Thank you so much. You, Josh, will be rolling tonight for... Roger! Keith, are you still with us? Keith, are you on? Keith going once. Keith going twice. Keith going thrice.
He's somewhere in the chat. I can add him.
Well, let me see here. He's he's on. I see. Yeah, okay. All right.
Roger, did you go to the bathroom?
Forbidden. All right. So we'll go around.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, so let's start off. Roll your D20. I think everyone tonight's a sub. So roll 2 D20s. No, did I miss one?
No.
2.
JR, I don't think is a sub.
Yeah, he got a gift
going
sub.
up right now.
He got a wait, no, JR is not. Oh, I thought he was. Okay, thank you. All right, so everyone else gets 2. JR gets 1 unless someone wants to give him a gift sub. And the poll is up in the upper right-hand corner of the stream. And let's start with you, Rory. Roll, please. By the way, 250 experience points go to whoever wins tonight.
Please.
You know, when I don't roll all game, I do pretty well for this part. Necromantic DM, I got you an 18.
Ooh,
beat that, Evelyn.
Very strong, Necromantic DM. You are in the running. Let's go to you, Vivi.
I'm rolling for Biggie Paw. Oh, I got a 16.
Bam.
Not enough. Let's go to you, Terry.
All right, rolling for JR, and we got a 4.
All right, Necromantic still in the lead. Evelyn.
I am rolling for Cardman.
Here we go, Ian.
One of my dice fell out of the tray. One sec. That's a 19.
Oh, that is like, how does she
Every
do that
time.
so consistently? You know you're in good hands when Evelyn has your roll. So Ian, you are currently in the lead with a 19. Let's go to you, Josh.
I'm rolling for Roger. Roger, I'm sorry. That's a 9 and that's a 4. So
Unless Evelyn is rolling to keep her character alive, that doesn't work quite so well.
No, it doesn't. Well, I rolled high then too, but I was supposed to roll low.
Exactly, it's so true. And oh, by the way, like so there's still time in the poll, but Elora is dominating the poll. All right, so Ian, you have won. The Mike Disney Overboard print. I have your information. I will make sure this gets out to you. But now it is time. We're just going to do a quick giveaway here of another one of these gorgeous blue box glasses from Wick, also known as Chris, by those who are not as close to him as Terry. And I'm going to go ahead and before we do that, let's play our Blue Box Con 2022 commercial. Terry, I'm going to get you all that info this weekend.
All right, that works.
You do not want to miss the event of the year in D&D. Amazing people, great friends, fun games, giveaways, prizes, artwork. Renfest, the best Renfest anywhere since 1600. BlueBoxCon 2022. Tickets go on sale this week. Don't miss it. And the dates again are the 13th through the 15th, right? Is that, Evelyn? Is that right?
That is correct.
The 13th. All right. So our stream MVP is Alora. Congratulations. Alora. Well done. Well done. Help her catch up because she is a level behind the rest of the party now. Very quickly in the chat, all you need to do is type. And see, let me do this. Terry, Wick is spelled W-Y-C-H.
Y-C-H.
That's
correct.
right. Okay, so this is going to be exclamation point W-Y-C-H in the chat, and I'll pop it in there for you as well. This will be to get one of these exclusive Blue Box laser engraved. This thing is really, really pretty. You're going to like it. Type that in the chat. And again, thank you to Chris. Thank you to our Mystical Unicorn, Michael, Pat, all of our, I didn't show. So Pat, they also, well, I did show this earlier, but do you remember what I said this is? This is not a dinosaur. This is a fire lizard. So just everyone's clear. I have a fire lizard from them.
Looks like a dinosaur to me.
I've got his message. No, it's not. It's not.
The DM doth protest too much, methinks.
I agree.
All right, give you just another couple of moments. Y-C-H.
That's pointing.
And we'll just give it another moment. And here we go. Thunder lizard. No. 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 Na 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 na.
Thunder. Don't eat.
No,
that.
it's not. It's not. All right. The winner of Wick's gorgeous Blue Box glass is
There's a ball.
Wayne. Weirdo 2, congratulations. And I think I have your stuff already. If I don't, send it to me in Discord. Before we go tonight, I want to say thank you again to all of our fans. We'll get ready to raid. I think Constructed Chaos is streaming tonight, and I love Constructed Chaos. They don't normally stream at this time, but I saw their Instagram posts. And if they're up, we're going to raid them. You'll like their group. There's a good DM, great materials. This is a fun channel. Hopefully they are up. Let me check. And Rory, again, I want to say thank you for, I want to say thank you again for all of your support with the videos. You do such a great job. And
the poll has spoken.
The poll has spoken, and they said,
Yes,
no,
it
is not a dinosaur. Thank you so much, everyone.
Wow.
Really appreciate
Not according to everybody did the poll.
No, you're reading it backwards. That's not, so it's the opposite. It's not.
Hair all over me.
Not at all. All right.
I mean, it says yes. There's not any way to read that backwards.
Say.
Do you not know that DM's word is law? I don't think Constructed Chaos is up. I'm not seeing them. Is anyone else seeing them?
I see Loot I Repeat.
I thought they said they were going at 7.
I see Calvin Cave.
Yeah, let's do Careful Cantrip.
I see Blue Box.
I see.
Those guys are, I don't know about them.
They suck.
Who? Blue Box? Oh, yeah, definitely. Before we raid.
Questionable morals over there.
Thank you all.
Have you seen the
There's a lot of
DM?
nudity and
You raid yourself.
Too much.
The DM's got to be on something
Melons
because his
and
muscles are
moons
too
and-
big and he's too good looking. He must get
talking
surgery
about it
all the
now.
time.
Thank you, everyone, so much. Again, a little bit of a tired night for the crew here, but we love all of you. Our fans are amazing. We're going to be really rocking here through the holidays, and we get to the other side of 2022. It is going to be an incredible year for us here at Blue Box. We're looking forward to seeing so many of you here at Blue Box Con, and we want to say again, thank you for all of your support, all of your bits, all of your subs, all of your chat. You are the Mad Chatters. If you're not in our Discord, you should be in our Discord. All kinds of fun stuff. Oh, by the way, I almost forgot this. This week, Discord chat. You guys can do purchasing inside the Discord chat. We've had some of our shopkeeps like Lee and Robert and others that really want to do some role-play based Discord purchasing. So we'll get all that going. So you can watch these players during the day into the early afternoon before Taldar rips them out of the city and forces them to leave. They'll be able to go in there and purchase supplies and items, and they'll be interacting with some of you, our Mad Chatters. If any of you would like to start a store, and can abide by our rules, and I need to actually revisit our core values again pretty soon. But if you can do that in a way that's consistent with Blue Box, which is not over much mentioning of melons and moons, then you can jump in there and actually help us lead a story. I'm teasing. That's fun.
So my question is, which one of you guys are going to run the melon store?
I think John has to be the melon vendor, right? Like that's how it works.
I'll be the melon vendor. Yes, I've got that.
Can I be the soup Nazi?
Soup Nazi.
And Josh, this means you cannot wait until Monday night. Okay?
No, I'm waiting until Monday.
Yeah,
now.
no, don't do that, Josh. You always do that.
I will RP with you, Josh, if you don't wait till Monday night.
Phelan will probably give you a list of stuff so he can actually go sleep. Because being a spellcaster, he needs his sleep.
That has been the only thing Josh, I think you need sleep, my friend. That's all you've talked about tonight.
No, I'm doing good. Phelan's the one that's absolutely wrecked. I slept for like 10 hours last night. It was great.
Good. Wow. Awesome. All right.
What
So
is that like?
if you have watched today and you've not followed, and I can't imagine there are many of you, we've had so many new subs, but if you are a sub and your sub is expired, or if you're a follower and you've not subbed, we have one question for you here at Blue Box. What are you doing? Come on, give us a follow, give us a sub, and here we go. Rating careful cantrip. 5, 4, 3, then 10 seconds after, because I'm always late. We always appreciate you guys. Jump in there with them. It'll be fun. And we got 50, 60,
Melora,
70, 90 rating now. Blue Box. Love you guys. See you tomorrow night.
Smash, smash, smash.
I like that, Vivi. Can you do that again?